Ice Cube has once again stirred controversy for his political moves, but true to form, he's refusing to back down. The drama all began when the West Coast rap legend met up with Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the son of the late politician RFK and the nephew of former President John F. Kennedy, and ex-mayor of Cleveland Dennis Kucinich on Monday, July 10. Like Cube, RFK Jr. is a noted anti-vaxxer and has been heavily criticized in recent years for peddling misinformation and propaganda about the COVID-19 vaccine. The 69-year-old is also hoping to follow in his uncle's footsteps and land the Democratic nomination in the 2024 presidential election, having formally launched his candidacy this past April. It appears the photo didn't sit well with many of Ice Cube's fans, who flocked to Twitter to call him out for seemingly endorsing the controversial presidential hopeful, while also expressing amusement at Robert F. Kennedy Jr. referring to the rapper as a civil rights leader. Cube wasn't having any of it, though. For all the simple-minded short bus people out there, a picture is not an endorsement, dummy. Now get your ass over to Bungalow 51 and STFU, he tweeted. One disappointed fan who claimed to be a longtime listener responded by lamenting Cube's career trajectory and pleading with him not to sell out. My brother Ice Cube, I've been listening to you since 1993. You went from arrest the president, fuck the police, straight out of Compton. The list goes on, they wrote. I'm highly disappointed in you, brother. What's your mission? Because of you, I still rep the West. Please tell me you're not selling out. That term ticked off Cube even more, who replied, Sellout. I work for myself. I'm self-made. How do you feed your family? How much do you sell your time for per hour on your job? Cube later doubled down on his denial that he's a sellout, reminding followers, I've saved a countless amount of people. I've been doing this for over 3 decades. Think about all families I've fed, careers I've started and lives I've saved through the years. Every time I do something, people are saved from a harder life. After more back and forth, the America's Most Wanted MC then began directly insulting his haters. After someone argued that Cube has the right to pose for a photo with whoever he wants, one person countered, true, but everyone also has the right to clown him for it. Bro went from F the police to let the police F me, lol. Cube replied to their tweet with, and you went from bitch to hoe, I ain't cha bro. Another critic compared Cube to Kanye West, whose recent anti-Semitic comments have dismantled his business empire and tarnished his legacy, and said they felt sad after watching one of his recent interviews. Cube wrote back, dirty bitch, you ain't sad. Another fan who said they'd been listening to him since 1986, and whose profile picture was a dog, also labeled him a sellout, to which Cube fired back, you been a hoe since '86 too. What you doing now is called being a hoe. And that dumbass dog picture is to be expected. There's really nothing new here. Amid the onslaught of criticism, Ice Cube did receive some support from his rap peers, though. Know this fact. As Ice Cube has gone into every one of these industries many of the masses worship, on his own rule and as his own man, Chuck D tweeted while sharing a sketch he drew of Cube. A game that's twisted many into demise. Not him. Know that. Seen the same dude since the day I met him. He knows who he is. Know who you are. Cube saluted the Public Enemy legend, with whom he collaborated on numerous hard-hitting tracks in the early 90s, for his support, writing, thanks big bruh. Disappointed fans and political critics aren't the only people Ice Cube has sparred with lately. The 54-year-old is currently in the midst of a war with the NBA, who he's accused of trying to sabotage his Big Three basketball league. Cube kickstarted his Fuck the Gatekeepers podcast tour on the Joe Rogan Experience late last month, where he shed light on the NBA's alleged efforts to stunt the growth of his burgeoning hoops empire. We're not trying to compete in any shape or form with the NBA. We're very complimentary, he said. So I don't understand the things that's being done behind the scenes. Encouraging people to not sponsor us, encouraging networks not to play us. He continued, "We've been able to survive, but at a certain point it's just redundant and ridiculous, and we gotta fight back in some shape or form."